Here, this Purp back with another episode of the Purp Show. This is the Purp Show season 3, episode 21. And I gotta let y'all know ahead of time before I introduce my guest and we get this thing going. This will be my last show because I was going to do a couple shows in November before the Perp Show awards and stuff, but things kind of life pretty much and I'm doing all a bunch of other stuff, trying to do things like last minute, getting ready to move tomorrow. Uh, so yeah, I'm going to be pretty busy for the next for a while, but I'm really laser focused on this award show, getting everything ready, getting all these nominees ready. But yeah, tonight when you watch this, this is being recorded on Friday. You'll be watching this, it should be Wednesday night. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, people that catch the replays and all that. Make sure you hit that like button. If this is your first time ever checking out my stream, make sure you subscribe for more live streams. I have more information as far as the live stream goes in the near future. But right now, this is the last show before December. We get into the Perp Show Awards, but all that being said, let's introduce my guests. Got a brand new up and coming channel. I'm gonna introduce him first. How you doing? Okay, Sean.
What's going on, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, bro.
All right, what's going on, bro?
How you doing? How you doing?
Going
Then I
on
got my
good, bro. Appreciate you letting me come through, bro.
yep, and I got my boy Chillmonger in the building.
Greetings from Canada.
Right,
What's
right,
going on, bro?
and I got my boy Dot. You already know.
Yo, Purp, I thought you was talking about me because I thought you were talking about me new up and coming YouTuber. I was like, wait a minute, I got a channel, bro. Oh, bro. But thanks for having me on, bro. Thanks for having me on. What's up, everybody?
Always. You up today? You awake?
Yeah,
You
I'm up this time.
energized?
I am.
Because you was slumped last time.
Hey, I am. Look, I got you here. I'm about to hook everybody up. I am most definitely energized this time. Yeah, I got new light and everything too and stuff. It's kind of
Oh
bright.
shit!
I had to get
See,
the hook up. I had to get that stand for the mic and everything.
yeah, I feel you. Okay.
Get everything set up.
Word. Chill. How you doing, bro?
I got the same blue mic Yeti. What's it called? Blue Yeti mic
Blue
Yeah.
Yeti. I
and
need
a
to give
ring
me
light.
second pair though.
Word. Should be having one more person join us very shortly. It's all good. But before we get into this, hey Sean, let people know what your channel's about because I know a lot of people don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Give the people a little bit of what you're about and stuff.
So, bro, I pretty much started off doing like podcasts, and I pretty much started doing that just because of the pandemic or whatnot. Because I wasn't even sure I was gonna jump into like doing the YouTube thing or whatnot.
Right.
Having that little, I ain't gonna say anxiety or whatnot, but just that fear of just jumping on camera or whatnot. But I went ahead and jumped into it or whatnot, and then I started jumping into doing YouTube reactions because I used to watch a bunch of people doing YouTube reactions, and I kind of jumped in it late. I'm not going to even front. I jumped in it late because I was watching it real early when people were like first started doing it before like the real copyright claims started coming in.
Right.
So, yeah, for real though. But I started doing it because like
back in 2016 to get up on it. 2016 was the first time to jump into it.
Definitely, man. And I feel like I wish I would have jumped into it, but I feel like it was the right time now with everything that was going on. And I primarily base my channel on movies or whatnot, but every Friday I try to do something different, which is like life situations, talking about hip hop music, NBA, NFL. I try to dive into a couple different things, and I have a couple different people that jump on there. And I do that every Friday, just like to take the load off the work week or whatever everybody been having going on if you got kids or whatnot. So I try to do that every Friday.
That's what's
But
up.
primarily I do like movies or whatnot. As far as reviews, reactions or whatnot. and TV shows.
With a reaction, as long as you're early, if the video comes out 10 minutes ago and your reaction's up within 15 minutes, you're good. You'll be pushed in the algorithm because there's not many other reactions out there that early. And I think Warner Brothers are the only ones who do the copyright thing, right?
You're right, Warner Brothers. Every time I do something with Warner Brothers, copyright claim. I was like, man.
See, I was like, I started to kind of dabble into the reactions, like, and then like I was just like, nah, I don't want to deal with these copyright claims and shit. I was just like, no, just because like they'll like YouTube has really like flagged me only on some bullshit. Like it'll be like a title or something like that. They don't really be specific or anything. And they'll just be like, all right, yeah, we just gonna give you a warning. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? And I can't stream for like 90 days. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna play around with YouTube. I'm gonna just do the bare fucking minimum. Cause like
I understand it, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't got hit with that yet, but I got what you saying.
Yeah. but I also was drawn to your channel because like I think the first video I saw you was reacting to I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I was like, oh, he into horror. I was like, that's pretty rare to find other black folk that are just into horror like that. So
that's like my favorite genre.
Right. So I was like, yo, me and him are gonna get along. We're definitely gonna collab more with that and whatnot. But you know what I'm saying?
I ain't about the front though. I don't know if I'm doing I Know What You Did Last Summer reviews as far as the series.
Nah, don't do it, bro. I watched the first episode. I was like, yeah, ain't nobody died.
Yeah, I'm good then. It was looking like some CW shit, man. It was looking like some straight CW type stuff.
Yeah, and then you go and watch Chucky, and it's 10 times better. I recommend everybody go watch Chucky. Okay. 2 episodes.
I ain't got to that one yet.
I saw episodes 1 and 2. They're pretty good so far.
It's fire.
Okay.
It's pretty damn good. I was looking at American Horror Story. I was like, I might have to replace you.
Man, American Horror Story let me down, man.
This two-part season they tried to do was just god awful.
That's what I'm saying, and I feel like y'all had so much time during the pandemic to have the extra writing time. What happened?
Right.
Like, what's going on?
That shit was bad. Like it started off strong, but then it just
I almost feel like the spinoff was better.
Nah, I hated the spinoff too, but it's just like it's just like Ryan Murphy is just cranking out shit just to crank out shit at this point. Like he don't even really give a fuck.
You got the studios offering them money. He like, hey, let me see what I can do.
Right.
Let me see what I can come up with.
So the topics I had for
Purp, are we live yet?
This is just recording.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say because I just looked on YouTube to see. I was gonna put
in the comments. You kind of threw me off by that because I saw the live, but I was like, I'm not going live. Did I make sure I just hit record only? Let me make sure. Yeah, I did. All right, cool. But anyways, like I said, I wanted to talk about the Scream trailer. Talk about DC fandom and all the trailers and whatnot. Marvel pushing back their dates, getting spooked by a certain bat. That's what it seemed like. So yeah, we got a bunch of stuff coming. Just before we get into all that, I just want to let y'all know what I got put out and whatnot. Lock and Key season 2 just got done watching that today on Friday, so that's already out. You know what I'm saying? Go check that out if you haven't already. Usually I would do episode by episode, like literally just binge watch it and review it at the same time. Like that shit is very taxing. But I will probably do that for Cobra Kai season 4 when it comes around. By this time, my Wentworth series finale should be up. Definitely check that out if you're a Wentworth fan or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely check that out. Gonna have a bunch of other videos coming. Should have a Wu-Tang season 2 review out soon. Sometime next week, maybe. I'm thinking about debating it. I really like this season, but you know,
I definitely like this season.
Yeah, the season is definitely lit. But yeah, with all that being said, you know, let's get right into it. Everybody's seen the Scream trailer, I assume.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
True. Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Because like I've been hearing a lot of like interesting things that there's a lot of misleading things in this trailer on purpose, and they shot like multiple endings and all that stuff like that. Um, Sean, I'll go with you first.
I mean, we in the internet age, and I'm so glad that they actually did that. I already knew watching the trailer. I said, no way they're gonna do this and give us like the opening scene or give us hints of people who gonna die. They're not gonna do that. So, pretty much given that Kevin Williams and Wes Craven, rest in peace to the great Wes Craven. You know they're not doing this, but I think Kevin Williams and his executive producing this, his whole different crew behind this, and I know for a fact that they're not gonna go into this doing the same thing. It's got to be something different. And you hear Dewey in the trailer saying, "This feels different."
So yeah, I hope it's different because like
yes,
with Halloween Kills, that's a very divisive film, and just like it let a lot of people down. It satisfied some people. I'm a little bit in the middle with it. There's things I like about it, but it's just like with Scream, I I didn't really start to appreciate Scream until Scream 4. Scream 4 really like kind of opened my eyes to it, because like I know a lot of people don't like that, but I actually kind of liked what they did with that. It made me want to go back and rewatch the trilogy of movies and stuff. And I actually liked the first season of the Scream TV show. So I was like, all right, this is pretty dope because it sets up these rules, and it's very different from other slashers. But Chillmonger, what you think about the trailer?
Like they definitely respect, because they say something like it's happening again, so they expect you to be have watched the other four Screams. They want to honor and reward the longtime fan, and that's always a plus. But I thought the girl at the beginning of the trailer was absolutely beautiful, and whatever happens to her is a tragedy. um the the scare tactic of using technology like Alexa, doors are unlocked, that kind of stuff. I
Mm.
never will ever, in any home that I live in from now until forever, I will never have those home devices that can control things like things with cameras on them, things with locks on them. For this reason, this movie trailer was the reason.
Right.
I
Because they'll
think that
always
was very clever the way they did that, bringing a new age into cinema or horror or whatnot as far as Scream goes.
But see, that's what I liked about the the Child's Play remake, that they turned Chucky into an AI, like pretty much the Terminator. And it's just like, yo, and he'll learn as he goes and stuff. Like, there's a lot of potential for that. But I understand that, like, hardcore Child's Play fans didn't really fuck with it at all. But I like the premise of it. Like, he could just control your thermostat and just make it super hot in your house or something like that. Or, what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of creative. But you bring a good point up, bringing things into modern day, and a lot of films seem to fail to do that. And that's why I said, like, when we look back at movies 10 years from now, it's just like, what was really like the nostalgic thing about them? Like, when we look at like movies from the 80s or 90s, they felt like they were a part of that time period. It seems like nowadays, like the last 10 years or so, we really don't, it doesn't really have like an identity. You know what I'm saying? We've just got nothing but remakes, rehashes of old things and stuff like that. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of tie this all in, you know what I'm saying, with all the movies and stuff like that. K Dot, what are your thoughts on the trailer?
The Scream trailer. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Scream, this trailer excited me simply for one part of this trailer. I like the fact that the Scream character defies the horror tropes.
That's Ghostface, sir. Ghostface, sir.
When I saw Ghostface sprinting like a linebacker towards that dude who's about to kill him.
Usually,
Usually Jason and Michael, you get Jason and Michael, they gonna walk. But Ghostface was literally chasing down this dude, and I appreciate that. Like, I'm not saying horror movies need to start doing that, but it's nice to see these changes every once in a while to the horror genre. Like, they're not doing those basic tropes. They do something different, and Scream is that. So I need to catch up on the films. I seen Screams 1 and 2, 3 and 4 I missed, so I need to catch up on those. But I'm just gonna watch them all again. Just do a marathon, watch them all, catch up, because I know I'm gonna be lost if I jump into the fifth one. I don't know, and I don't remember like half the story. Right. And I'll be honest with you, and this is the thing.
Good.
I think Scary Movie. Which one was the one with Ghostface in it? Which one was it? One? It was one. Scary Movie
Yeah.
one really distracted me from checking out the other Scream movies because that's the best to see Ghostface.
Wayne
Was the
Brothers.
Scary Movie one. The best to
You
see
right about
Ghostface
that
was the
though.
Scary Movie
You right
one. He
about
was
that.
fire, bro.
Hey, K Dot,
Sure.
what you said about him chasing them down, you right about that. I just hope that he not tripping over shit this time.
Yeah,
Yeah, he do
yeah.
be tripping over shit. He is very clumsy. That's a dope thing about Ghostface though, like, cause you could just tell that it's somebody that's obviously not experiencing this shit. They're just going around killing. What's interesting about this movie, the one line that they said that this Ghostface is specifically targeting people that were connected to past killers, and it also has to be somebody that knows Sydney because it's always somebody that is close to Sydney or knows Sydney. Um, it might be, I don't think they should do the whole fanboy thing again because they kind of did that with four. That's why I said it's going to be really interesting to see where they take this. I would like to see them
Perp
actually kind of
also.
go
I
ahead.
also want to mention because you mentioned about the whole horror movies trying to take that modern day adaptation. I think Scream works because it's like it defies so much of the horror tropes
Hmm.
that it kind of it goes against already the horror trope stuff. Like Jason and Michael Myers and stuff, they can't really work today because mind you, we're in a very much new this new world with all this
Hmm.
technology and stuff. Jason and
Right.
Michael, I mean, you're the security cameras and stuff, they're gonna get caught easily, they're gonna get caught from doing what they're doing. But you back in the day, you can have someone like Jason cutting up people at like, in the woods and stuff because there's no security cameras around, barely any people that live in that area and stuff. It's easy to do. But when you try to bring them to modern day, you really can't make them adjust. Like for example, they're about to
Mm.
tomorrow we're gonna get the Jeepers Creepers Reborn trailer for the fourth movie.
Oh,
Finally.
really? I didn't know that.
And this movie is gonna be set after the second movie. And mind you, that's 23 years after the second movie, which is set in 2004. He's gonna be in pretty much in modern day, pretty much now. And mind you, he worked best when people barely had technology. Like you couldn't really record him, but now he has to adjust to this new world. So
Mm.
this is going to be a challenge. So I'm like, okay, how are you going to make him work in a modern day setting?
Or
And
don't you
and
don't
mind you, a lot of horror movies don't know how to do that, especially the old ones. That's why
right.
the old ones work for their time.
And
Some
I
not work
think
today.
and I think a lot of has to do. I always made the mention of this. I think with like Halloween, it's just way over budget. It's too over budget.
Yep.
Like it. Like I like the way Halloween 2018 looked. I feel like that was like the right tone for that. Like for it to come back, it was gritty, and I don't know what the fuck they did with kills. Like putting in like random bits of comedy and stuff like that. It was weird, very weird. I'm still looking forward to Halloween ends because I want to see how it ends. But it's probably not going to end. It's probably going to reboot the whole franchise or something like that. But yeah, it is. It's not impossible to bring old horror movies into present day. It's just like people just don't get creative with it. You
What
know,
about with Halloween Kills
what you mean?
as far as the technology?
I mean, yeah, yeah. It's like I just feel like what made the original Halloween work is because it was so low budget that it just gave you a more realistic feel where this obviously feels like you're just watching a movie. So a lot of kids wouldn't be like scared of this Mike Myers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Compared if you showed them like the older stuff, it was just the atmosphere and stuff like that. It's kind of weird, but I think for just horror, it works best when it's low budget. They don't need to go super crazy and just have things look look real clean and everything. But it's just I think I think going forward though, you don't have to force you don't have to beat people over the head of like what time period we're in. Like, all right, we got Siri and stuff like you could be really subtle with it and whatnot. Like I know Chillmonger remembers Trick or Treat and stuff. That was in '07. but it kind of just stands on its own. It doesn't try to beat you over the head like, oh, this is early, this is the 2000s and stuff like that. Like, oh, here's these iPods, or they don't try to just. I feel like they just need to focus on just the whole story when it comes to like a lot of these. Like if they were to do like a Friday the 13th remake or something like that, bring it into present day. You can. It's simple as like, oh, you go to camp. There's no technology allowed. That's that's the easiest way to kind of like just
That
you don't
that sounds
gotta.
wonderful.
Yeah, you don't gotta do nothing too crazy. I think a lot of these. I think like Candyman is a good example. Like bringing Candyman to modern day. Mind you, it looked good from a style perspective, but like it just completely missed the ball as far as like horror goes.
Definitely as far as horror.
Yeah, it wasn't scary. It was just like, what was this? It
It
didn't
was
know if it
social
wanted to.
commentary.
Yeah, it was like it didn't know what it wanted to be. It's like it wanted to be a slasher, or it just wanted to be social commentary, and it just didn't. It didn't match at all. Didn't hit. But yeah, that's just my little thing about the Scream trailer. We can get into the DC fandom stuff because there's a lot. It's a
One
lot.
last thing: justice for Amber.
No Superman news.
Yeah, we're good though. We've got plenty of Superman. Superman Lois is just it suffices because like watching that, I was like, bro, why I need a Superman movie when this Superman's dope? He's doing like all this crazy shit. I was like,
But they
bro,
announced the whole
I mean,
Black
they
Superman
could
and
have at
stuff,
least
didn't
gave us a
yeah,
season 2 trailer. I didn't want no house tour. They gave us a house tour. This is Superman and Lois house. Check out
they
the piano. I don't care
are
about the piano. Where that season 2 trailer?
so before we get into like the trailers and all that stuff, like me, I already knew what to expect from fandom for 4 hours. I was like, all I want to see is the trailers. That's all I want to see. I'm good. Give me a couple announcements. Give me a Doom Patrol season 4 announcement, and we good. So I was satisfied. A lot of people were disappointed. I was like,
they?
what did
Including
you
me.
expect? Huh?
Including me.
Yeah, I was like, but what did people expect out of a 4 hour event? Like, there's definitely going to be some shit that you didn't care about. It's the same thing. Like, if I were to watch like a Samsung Unpacked event, all I want to see is like something about the Note or like the S line or something like that. I don't really care about the
People
watches or
expected
anything.
to see footage, man. The Flash, y'all been talking about this almost 2 years now, and we had a whole time where y'all had a whole panel last year where they was talking to everybody. You got Ben Affleck talking about they been suited up or whatnot. They wanted to see footage. Black Adam, all right, that was all right. What they did was as far as the Batman, wait for the last minute to show that because they know nobody was gonna stay after they showed that.
Right. They placed them shit so perfectly. Like they started with Black Adam, like get people hyped,
That's
and
it right
then
there.
then they end it with Batman. And you got a bunch of filler and shit in between. Now I think a sweet spot with this conference, I think they should cut it down another hour. So you have an hour dedicated to like movie stuff, hour for television, hour for like comic books and other bullshit that people don't care about. Yeah, I
Hey,
think
I
that's what
like
they should do.
comic books.
Yeah, I know. Not discrediting comic books, but yeah. So we got a few trailers and a couple behind the scenes of Aquaman and Shazam. Shazam looks pretty dope. The behind the scenes that we've seen because they're still shooting those movies and
It looks like it's gonna have better action too.
So
I
out of
like
the
I like the first Shazam, but those behind the scenes, looks like they're about to have it be a lot more action packed. We're gonna have
right,
dragons, ghouls, goblins, all types of mythical creatures and stuff in the second movie. But I hope when they say that they're not just there for show, like they do just some basic stuff with them, like, oh, we got a dragon, he just flies around. Nah, I want to see them lay into a dragon, like gang up on this dragon. I want to see that stuff, and I hope this director has that mind, that creative mind to do that with the action. Because the first movie was good. The only problem was the action was underwhelming, but the movie itself was good. So
yeah,
second
because
movie,
I've
if
always
you
said
upgrade to
like
action, I'm good.
out of the DCEU movies, I feel like Shazam has the most rewatchability. Like I've rewatched
Oh, it
that a
does.
lot of
It does.
times.
I seen
Like
it
Just
Probably.
randomly, it'd be on. I'd be like, all right, let me watch it.
I've seen probably four or five times. I've seen it
So,
more than I've seen other DCU movies.
so I'm gonna go around, right, and ask everybody like, what was your favorite trailer and what was your least favorite trailer that you saw? There's only really three, so it shouldn't be that hard.
I'm about to say.
Uh, yeah, okay, Sean, you go first.
Of course, it's the Batman. Easy. The Batman. Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, seeing what they doing with Gordon, and as far as Paul, I can't remember his last name, but you
Paul
know what I'm
Dano.
talking about. As far as for the Riddler, they not showing his face for a reason.
Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird that they're not showing his face, even though we know what he looked like. But, what's your least favorite?
I mean, they ain't showing. I mean, all the trailers they showed, I actually am excited for. Even the Flash, when it's showing a little bit of Michael Keaton that we seen.
Okay.
So I really didn't have a least one besides the Peacemaker. That was my least favorite trailer, Peacemaker. Definitely.
True. All right, Chillmonger.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Flash. I was influenced because I was watching on K Dot's live stream, and he was like, "Whoa, that suit!" And yeah, that suit did look kind of good.
It did,
The
man.
Batman
But
beginning
what
though,
that run look like? What's that run gonna look like?
the,
That matters
the suit
too. I
looked
want to
good.
know what that run.
Oh,
Yeah,
y'all
the
still
suit look
going
good.
in on the Justice League run?
I need that full HD
Go,
remake of that run.
go ahead, chill. Go ahead, chill.
The Riddler with the coffee with the question mark. I thought that was cinematography, and
Man,
You know what? Nobody noticed in that trailer as well. No, nobody ever pointed out that the cup was white and green.
oh, I
Yeah,
guess
I was
I
like, oh, that's subtle.
subconsciously realized. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool.
So Flash and the Batman. Okay. You got any least favorite
What's
things that you saw?
what with the Peacemaker thing? It just was not up to snuff.
Damn. What about you, K Dot? What was your you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
I know you was digging that Bat girl, that Batwoman shit, you know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, for sure. Nah, it's just that you had that cleavage popping for once. But no,
Word.
best trailer for me personally. I'm not saying best trailer in general, like it's the best one, but for me, that Black Adam teaser, because it's averted my expectations and it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. But I have my worries since it's The Rock. He be, in the movies, be doing his comedy bit,
You think
thinking
he's
his
gonna do the
lifestyle
eyebrow?
and stuff. Yeah, I hope he doesn't. I want him to take this movie serious. Same way he took his Gridiron Gang movie serious. Like, take
Right.
the world you're in serious. And I'm good.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's gonna be a much serious character because like you look at like Shazam is like, bro, he's gonna fuck all them up, bro. Like if they cross pay, he gonna fuck all them up.
That's why I think that's why they brought the whole family into the first movie, because I
He's
think
going
they
he
had
like
this
black
plan. I
just
think
to
Mm.
they knew The
display
Rock was going to do this and stuff. They had this plan since Shazam 1, I believe. Like
when
with
when
Rock.
when the Shazam family goes against Black Adam. Black Adam's gonna hit one of those motherfuckers in the chest, and they're gonna just turn back into a little kid. Like that shit gonna be crazy. I hope that shit happens. That'd be hilarious. But
I actually hope the Rocks actually ends up killing one or two of them.
yeah,
Not just saying to make his intimidation more. And I hope, like K-Dot said, I hope he actually is intimidating. Not funny or nothing. I hope he intimidating.
hmm So what was your least favorite trailer that you saw or whatever you saw at fandom?
My least. I even though I'm excited for the show because Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, it was the least interesting looking trailer out of all the trailers that we got. Peacemaker.
True.
I'm gonna watch it though day one, but out of all the
Yeah,
trailers, I gotta go Peacemaker for the least
I
interesting.
would like to see Peacemaker like kind of cross over with Doom Patrol because like I just feel like the Suicide Squad, Doom Patrol, and like Peacemaker could all like share a universe or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, they
Just
could.
seeing Cliff react to Peacemaker and shit. That whole conversation would be hilarious. You put Cliff in anybody's movie, it's gonna be hilarious, bro.
Is it more likely we'll see Peacemaker do "You Can't See Me" than Black Adam do the eyebrow?
Yeah,
James
most definitely,
Gunn
most
in
definitely.
charge.
But one thing I do need to see The Rock do, whether it be against Superman or Shazam, he needs to rock bottom somebody through like a building, bro.
A
That
Well, he
would be
building.
already
epic.
did that in the Fast and Furious 7. He did that to Jason Statham, didn't
He did in the early fight.
he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Uh, can
For
I ask y'all
me,
something since y'all here?
good.
What about if y'all watched the DC fandom live stream, did y'all hear about the Static Shock news?
Yep. They
Yeah,
didn't
they
say
got a
nothing
little
about the
update.
movie, but they're about to get that animated, that big animated film popping of the Dakota verse.
Milestone. Yeah, the
Yeah, I wanted to
milestones.
hear news about the live action HBO Max film they supposed to be doing, but I think they're waiting until next year when they actually got an actor, they started filming, or at least are in production, they at least got a script to announce it and say we got this. Because I
Okay.
think I think me and Perp talked about it. DC is trying to
Now,
be slow about it and go like, all right, we only going to announce stuff that we know we have coming. We're not
yeah,
just going to throw anything out there. Like remember when they announced New Gods and it
Yeah.
was
yeah.
like
Now that now that shit's
2 years,
no guys, no
yep,
That
guys.
was with
nowhere.
Ava,
2 years.
right?
It was just lingering for
Yep.
2 years, and then now it's gone.
Right.
So I like the fact that they are like, okay, they announced it, but they're obviously going to wait until they at least got something to give us hope that this is coming.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I was
word.
listening to them talk about like the comics and whatnot, the hardware and whatnot, and I didn't even know about all of those. It was just interesting hearing all of those as far as the black comics and whatnot.
they have 3 of them.
Oh yeah,
There's the
people
Icon
don't give a
Rocket.
lot of. You go ahead, Joe.
There's the Icon Rocket, there's the Static book, and there's a hardware book, and all 3 writers are working together. And it feels like when you read one and you read another, what happened in the last one seems to have affected this new hero. So they're actually coordinating something right here with the Dakota verse, and they're moving somewhere. Plus, there's an end goal because they're calling it season 1. There's going to have 6 issues of each, and then that's it. So basically, what Milestone is doing is actually like a group, unlike other comic books where they say they're in the same world, but it's not really.
So is that going to be connected to DC or separated?
They
As far
said
as
they
Superman
actually
and
said at
whatnot.
Fandom it would be.
Okay.
Word. See, this is why I got Showmonger here. He is the comic guru, all
Well,
knowing.
if they
Mister.
do this Dakotaverse, it's probably going to take place on another Earth, since the CW pretty much confirmed they doing multiple different films and TV shows and different Earths and stuff. Some of them may connect, they cross over. I don't know about the movies yet, but I think the Dakotaverse is going to take place in its own separate universe. Just how Joker
Yeah, I
takes
think
place in its own universe is going to be the same for the Dakotaverse.
that's one thing I think people need to just kind of just because I feel like there's a sense of like people just being impatient with certain things. Definitely on the Marvel side too, just like waiting for things and waiting for things to line up or waiting for things to see if it connects or not. I feel like with DC, we just gotta wait and see. I know people hate to hear that, but it's just like I feel like we just gotta wait and see. And I feel like they do have a plan. It's just gonna take some time for them to really like flesh it out. They're gonna take their time instead of just rushing things out.
So you know how Ava DuVernay is doing the show Naomi, and we got to see a little trailer of that. She
I didn't
sees
think that was real. I thought that was just like that reminded me of some shit that you would see at like an Apple conference. Like it's like some pre-made shit. I was just like, is this a
Same
show?
here. I'm not even going front. Same here.
But go ahead, chill. Go ahead, chill.
the thing is she is an orphan, and the most famous orphan in the world is Superman. So she's thinking like, maybe I'm like him, maybe I'm super powered. And yes, I'm not going to spoil anything, but of course the character is special and does have access to powers, we'll put it that way. The thing is she passed out in the trailer as she saw Superman fly over her. So the question is like, who is Superman? Is it the one from Lois and Clark? Is it a Superman from from the CW universe?
Right.
Who could it be? Because it's a show on CW, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they said. It was going to be a show on CW. Because I think somebody, I don't know. I think K Dot made a mention that like they canceled Black Lightning, and this is going to replace it.
But that Naomi show, I ain't finna
Yeah.
watch that shit. that shit look like some low budget boot. they honestly they did Ava DuVernay dirty. They should have let her handle something like New Gods. That Naomi
She
shit.
might she might come back
That's
and do a big film and stuff. They might
yeah,
say, hey,
I'm not saying she won't, but like doing New Gods compared to giving her some detective show on the CW called Naomi, they should
it's
let
kind
her.
of a downgrade. I feel it. I feel it.
But I'm not saying they had to make it New Gods so soon, but they should have let her just go ahead, focus on New Gods and get that done and get that out, so she can set up Dark Side, set up all this stuff, set up
Right.
all that stuff. New
Do
Genesis.
you feel like she could have did that?
I think she would have. I don't think she would have had the. I don't think she would have been like a comic fan. As far as comics goes, like having that knowledge of the comic books to do the characters how the way they're supposed to. But as far as directing and just making it feel like a film, I think she could have done it, but she would have definitely needed help from an actual comic book writer that knows these characters. Like for example, Jeff Johns, someone who can come in there and like, hey, you need to make sure you get this right about Darkseid.
Yep.
But you can throw
She
your
had
own
somebody
in there
didn't
to do
she?
this.
That was supposed to be helping her, right? If I wasn't mistaken.
Yeah, she was. So earlier, she was in the. It was in like the script writing phase. The farthest they got was a script writing phase for New Gods. They didn't get any farther than that, and then they just scrapped it.
They saw that dark side, and they was like, nah, that ain't it.
And look, this is the thing. This is the thing. Since technically there's only one dark side in the DC multiverse, it's not multiple. Technically, we may see that same dark side again as like the main dark side. So
We need a new dark side.
They may slightly don't they got to the fact that we saw him get beat up on screen.
He'll look more like if we get another dark side, he'll look more like a Thanos as far as not his look, but like as clean, like how like Thanos actually looked like a real person.
Yeah.
Well, she has that. She's got the comic book executive behind her because Brian Michael Bendis was on that committee for Marvel back in like 2008, and he would give knowledge to the writers and stuff. So he's already, I guess, trained and the perfect person to have. He's the same guy who created Ironheart, and he went over to DC like 3 years ago, and he created this character called Naomi McDuffie because he's a white guy, but he adopted 2 black girls, and he's like, I need something for them.
So he put like a Angelina Jolie. Y'all saw that red carpet, like that red carpet. She had all her kids lined up. Like, look, see, I'm not racist.
Hey, we got to put some respect on Angelina, bro. She had to pull up with the fam, her little Asian son.
I was like, they ain't your kids, they ain't your baby.
She had to flex the kids and shit. She want to let people know these my kids.
You feel like that's why Brad Pitt had to get away?
Hey, back on topic. I'm just saying Brian Michael Bendis is the guy you need behind you, so Ava DuVernay will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she'll be because I watched a little bit of. I need to watch it in full. But y'all remember that Netflix special she did?
That's why I was actually interested in her doing it.
Yeah, like she can direct, but as far as comic book knowledge, she's gonna need some help. Definitely. But it's she can direct. I have no doubts that she can direct a good New Gods movie. So I think because New Gods, if we get into that, it's going to be a very political movie. It's not going to be as action packed. It's going to be a lot more political and a lot more dialogue heavy than some action packed comic book movie. And I think she can do that. I think she has to do it.
It's safe to say I feel like the Batman definitely stole the show. I went to go see Dune. Got my review out. Dune was actually pretty surprisingly good. I crack jokes and say it's a movie about sand. It's definitely a movie about sand, but there's more to it.
I watched the movie today. All right. I need to rewatch this movie again. I'm mixed on this movie. I fell asleep. I fell asleep more than 5 times trying to get through this movie. Now, mind you, I worked last night, so I was, I worked 8 hours last night, and I got home, tried to watch it, fell asleep, tried to watch it again. I got to a certain point, fell asleep again.
Oh man,
rewinded it. I'm not saying the movie's bad because maybe I'm just tired, but I'm gonna watch this again probably tomorrow when I'm fully rested and stuff.
Watch that shit in the morning.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Like it's not a bad movie. It's just I was tired, but the first half is definitely slow, but the second half it picks up. It's slow in the beginning. A lot of people say it's slow in the beginning. I feel them, but it picks up like in the middle. It picks up.
Yeah, like it's literally the best way to describe Dune is like if you were to take Game of Thrones and throw it in space.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And you know what?
Um,
One last thing. The pacing is really good. It's not even bad. Like they're explaining enough.
they're
They're
they
explaining
explain
things.
a lot.
Yeah, like maybe it's a little bit too much, but still
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like it's too much, and the movie is paced just right. It's
And
paced just right for a film, and I
and it's
like
going to
that.
be a two-part story, but like a lot of people that read the book said like, yo, how are they going to cover all this in part two? Because it seems like a lot of people want this to be like a three-part story,
I think
and it seems like they're going
I
to
think it's gonna be a trilogy. It's
yeah,
watch.
they might flesh out to a trilogy. But Chillmonger, you had something you wanted to add?
Well, the pacing of Fandom, you look on that stream and it's like 3 hours and 46 minutes.
Hmm.
It wasn't cut up, it wasn't prepped. It was just like, let's just throw as much content as we possibly can, because it
Hmm.
wasn't like cut off at a pure number. If it was exactly 4 hours long, then I would at least imagine that, oh, they got someone to edit it in here, say that this is too long, this
Right.
needs to be extended to reach a certain time period. That thought was not put into this thing. I didn't need to see Smallville actors reminisce and
Yeah,
waste
some
my
out of
time. You
Blu-ray.
could have said,
Come on, man.
I
Y'all
like
didn't like
Smallville, but
Smallville?
no, I'm not saying I didn't like it, but maybe Tom Welling could come on and he'd be like, it's the 20-year anniversary of the show. And on HBO Max, you can see me and my conversation with the Lex Luthor actor. And that would have been like a good thing. Like people would have had somewhere to go to right after, because they did
Hmm.
that for like Aquaman. But you didn't have to waste my time with sitting there and say, yeah, well, good times. I didn't need that.
Or even the dude, what's his face that played Javelin and stuff like that stuff. Don't bring him back. Leave him
bro, he was
wherever
not
he.
funny. He was over there talking about what's up, dudes? What's good? This the DC fandom, dudes. I'm like, get out of here. You is trash.
Bro,
I
like
ain't trying to
who?
be rude or
James
nothing,
Gunn
but
should
he
have wrote his
definitely was
script.
looking like he was somebody that hit a line or two. I'm just
Right.
saying.
Yo, most definitely, most
James
definitely.
Gunn
He
should
went
have
up
wrote
there.
his script because that's James Gunn the reason why he was funny in Suicide Squad.
He
James Gunn should have wrote his script because I know he was reading a script. James Gunn should have wrote that full script
he
for all the
he
lines he's
he
doing.
went up there. He like Warner Brothers didn't even check him. He was just like, you know what? Just go over there. Just be you. Be yourself.
Freestyle.
And Jesus Christ, I was just like, like who is this guy for? Like this dude. Like I feel like he was at the wrong conference. I feel like he was supposed to be show up at like a Nintendo Direct or some shit with Reggie Fujime or some shit like that. But but anyways, yeah, the Batman. I saw the trailer while I was watching Dune. That was like the last trailer they showed before Dune. And I was like, that trailer hits different in theaters, man. That shit with the surround sound and shit like that. That shit gonna be that's gonna be cinema. That shit gonna be cinema. I can't wait. Um, I think that's the only trailer that we really need. That and the teaser trailer we got last year. Even though I already know that they're gonna come out with another trailer, probably like two more trailers and a bunch of
I
TV
think one
spots.
more maybe.
Yeah, because
Keep the
honestly, this
secrecy.
one's good. Like this one did enough of like it sets the tone. It gives me the tone of the movie. I don't need to know too much about the story. Let me just figure that out when I go watch the movie. You know, because nowadays they show too much in these trailers. Looking at you, Marvel. But yeah. So with that, with DC fandom going on, the Batman going crazy. You know what I'm saying on social media. Not too long after, we had Marvel delay a bunch of films, like their whole Phase 4 slate, and I felt like I had a feeling it was coming. Um,
I don't think it was because of COVID. Because Warner Brothers would have done the same thing too. They may.
yeah,
Well, we have to
I
wait. We have
it
to wait
could
and see
be
by
multiple
December.
things, and I'm gonna get Chillmonger's thoughts on it when I bring it up. But I kind of want to go through these new dates. So May 6th for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. July 8th, Thor: Love and Thunder. Wakanda Forever, November 11th. Then the Marvels gets pushed all the way back to 2020. Oh man, but like my thing is like,
I don't think it's because of
did
COVID.
did did, did Marvel or Kevin Feige just see something in the Batman that just kind of like struck a nerve and just be
No.
like, you know what? No, I'm saying like I'm just saying as far as
They,
just as far as the Doctor Strange go, let's just focus on Doctor Strange because it's like Doctor Strange versus Batman. They probably didn't want that smoke, which kind of tells me that they're not that. I'm not gonna say they lost confidence or they don't got confidence because obviously, like it's a Marvel movie. They don't. They just put something out. People are gonna watch it.
it
I just
depends
felt
on Spider-Man No Way Home. I feel like
that's
after that
another.
one,
That's another thing. Is it possible Spider-Man No Way Home gets delayed and takes that spot? Because that right there would be a chess move like a motherfucker.
But
If
hmm
if
I think overall, Spider-Man No Way Home is going to be, even though Multiverse of Madness is doing the same concept, Spider-Man No Way Home is still going to be bigger than that movie.
but
Not saying
but
it
think
won't it'll be a better written movie, but talking like
but
overall
think about that.
spectacle, the appearances, No Way Home will be bigger
But
than
but but
Multiverse
think
of
about
Madness.
that, right? That would be a crazy chess move for Marvel to do or Sony or some shit, whatever, to do. Just say, hey, we're gonna put Spider-Man in the same month as Batman. That would be fucking epic for us, honestly. Like to get Spider-Man and Batman in the same month. But I understand that Marvel.
That'll be tough on who I'm going to watch first. I know I'm going to watch both, but it's like who you going to watch first?
I mean Batman because that's gonna be first. Uh, but I know that Marvel, Sony, whatever, they want that Christmas money. So I feel like they're not gonna move out of that spot, even though I think that would have been crazy, man. But I want to kind of go over to Chillmonger because I know, like, I don't know, I'm not too informed on this, like about the strike or something like that. People going on strike, possibly,
It's
or
solved. There was gonna be a strike, and then on Sunday night, the two parties agreed to something, so they're just gonna vote on it, and they might have already voted on it. But the
okay,
day that they were gonna go on strike, we've passed that deadline. They're not on strike. All of the workers and people who work on the production sets of things like Mandalorian, as well as films, they are fine. They're gonna continue working, and they're gonna get like I think
okay,
it's
because I was
nothing.
about to say because I thought that that's another reason why Marvel would want to shift a lot of their movies too, in case.
No, you're thinking like it's a competitive thing when you're looking at Batman versus Spider-Man.
Mhm.
You're almost there. In my mind and my imagination, I theorize that Sony is going to do something in the No Way Home film that Marvel might not know about. And it's going to mess with universe stuff. And they're like, okay, well, since Doctor Strange is our universe movie, let's push it back. We'll wait for them to do their stupid thing on, in the No Way Home thing. We'll wait for them to do something stupid in their Morbius movie. Because when does Morbius come out? That's before May when Doctor Strange comes, right?
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I think it was slated for January, or it got pushed again.
Good. So they'll do that, and then they'll schedule their reshoots, and they say, Benedict, come in here. Just pretend you're looking at a portal, and it's Spider-Man. Thanks, because these guys are going to do something to make it seem like they're in our universe. Clearly, from Venom 2, that's what they're trying to do. So we're just
Hmm.
going to move this back, and we'll say it's for what production reasons or whatever. That's fine. But every movie moving back, if you want to get into that, it's not a big issue. Um, every movie except for Guardians is moving back, but it's taking the spot of the last Marvel film. So really doesn't matter. Like Avengers 5 is coming
Hmm.
in May of 23. So we're just really condensing and squeezing them closer together. We're not really losing out. By the time we get to Avengers 5, we'll have had every single movie we were supposed to have anyways.
and a
I
lot of these
respect.
movies move like 2 weeks, not like a month, right?
No, none of them are two
Yeah, we're
weeks.
we're
Yeah,
we'll get. I have that set up too, because like I just felt like with the Batman and Doctor Strange, they didn't want that smoke with that. But with the other dates that move, it's very interesting, especially when we'll get to like but starting with like Batman and Doctor Strange, that's a whole like that's a pretty much a two month gap right there. So um that's just interesting to me that they would move. I know like May is like that Marvel season.
Yeah.
That's their bread and butter. But it's an odd move. And then we go into Black Adam. I know I reversed the things, but
they definitely don't want that smoke.
yeah, they yo, this shit like Black Adam's obviously a big a big deal, and they probably saw that as well to
It's not
move
even
that.
just Black Adam. It's The Rock, Dwayne. What he bring to the box office.
Right, right. And then, but what's gonna really help out Thor: Love and Thunder is Christian Bale being the main villain and stuff. I think that's gonna be a big draw for that movie. This one is interesting to me. Somebody's gonna move. The Flash versus Black Panther, because that shit, those dates are way too close. That's like a week.
It would be the
Somebody's moving.
Flash, in my opinion.
Do you see the Flash moving up or
Yes.
moving?
I'll be honest with you. I think Black Panther is gonna lose that. Flash not moving.
Because I could see Black Panther moving into December maybe, but then when is Avatar 2 supposed to come out? That's coming out December as well.
I say that because of Chadwick.
Because that's the thing. If Chadwick didn't pass away, then yeah, they probably wouldn't like, oh shoot, let's back. But Chadwick, they lost their lead. They have to depend on Shuri to lead the movie. Yeah, you're gonna have like Namor in it, maybe Doctor Doom, possibly if that's still true. But
And that's what I'm saying.
Like
you got
the Flash movie, you have two Flash, you have Supergirl, Michael Keaton's Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman. I don't know.
Yeah,
I understand that, but you got that trusted universe with Marvel, and it's got so much things that happen before Black Panther come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the fans are going to pull up, but I don't think Black Panther 2 is going to hit like the first one, because the reason Black Panther 2 hit the first time was because of Michael B. Jordan and Chadwick Boseman. They're the reasons that movie got elevated to where it was at. Mainly Michael B. Jordan, but Chadwick Boseman.
But you think people not going to show up to show out for Chadwick Boseman out of respect?
No, people are going to show up, but mind you, I don't think people are going to sit there and like fathom Shuri leading the movie the same way Chadwick did, because she don't got.
It depends on that trailer.
Yeah, that trailer too.
That trailer.
Yeah. It depends. Yeah, it depends on the trailer. It depends on a lot of things leading up to it, because it could take, because we've seen this before. All it takes is one actor to come out and say
I'm
some
telling
dumb
you,
shit.
I trust Kevin Feige. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, Chill. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like somebody's gonna move out of
Black
that
Panther.
November date?
That's who moves. Black Panther. It's the
Black
weak
Panther's
one.
gonna
I'd rather
move,
watch
yeah.
The Flash. The Flash is coming out first.
Now, do you think
that's a
you think
multiverse movie too? Like, dude, if I was coming out with this Black Panther 2, and if I knew a multiverse movie and a superhero drama was coming out, and my movie is about one character, I'm moving. I'm like, all right, give me like 2 months. You take this money, because I know you're gonna swallow all the money I can make.
right?
Like with all those cameos, just off characters, Flash is gonna make money. It may not
if they
be
show a
great
Flash
movie
trailer
writing-wise.
with Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck in the trailer together, okay, y'all right. Y'all right.
So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting, because I feel like they're gonna have to shift some things again. Either move Black Panther into like December and let that go up against Aquaman. Because see now, like you just like
mean
you kind of like
Avatar?
and Avatar, and what else is coming out that year? I think Indy 5 got pushed into like
Indiana Jones
2023 or
5
something.
got pushed
Nobody
back.
cares about Indiana Jones. Nobody give a fuck about that shit. But yeah, that I feel like Marvel should have just stuck where they were at. But
They should have left it as is.
I think Black Panther's in a little bit of a pickle, unless if they move it like 2 weeks, move it into like the Thanksgiving week and stuff, like weekend or something like that.
I just think
can
something
see
special is coming with that movie. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, something special coming. All right, that's gonna be blasphemy as hell, bro. They gonna put Shuri over.
Shuri Panther coming.
They gonna put Shuri over. You think they gonna put Shuri over? They gonna put
And ain't Ironheart supposed to be in that movie?
She is.
I'm telling you. I'm just saying.
Killmonger's the only one that cares about Ironheart. To be fair,
are we gonna get a cameo from Killmonger in that movie?
There was rumors of him coming back, but these was leaked by the same person who said that Namor was going to be on the movie, and we know that's true. So
that's where he's buried where Namor lives.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to throw
the whole kitchen sink into this movie.
Oh yeah,
just for
yeah.
people to show. I
Namor
feel
probably
like
gonna pick up Killmonger's body. Like, oh, it's Wakandan. Grab him.
that's crazy. That's
What
crazy.
about a
All
surprise
the
appearance from Kane the Conqueror?
Nah.
I don't see that
I'm just
happening.
saying. Okay, I'm just saying. They could do a lot.
Yeah, they could, but it's just like when I look at the Marvel slate. Well, when the Marvels was there, I think the Marvels will actually be a better sequel than Black Panther 2. A lot of people's like, "Oh, you're tripping." No, I think that's going to be even with that trash ass Candyman. I still feel like what's her name?
Naya DaCosta.
Yeah, her. She's going to do really good with Captain Marvel 2.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think stylistically, it's going to look much better than the first one. Uh, But yeah, right, like that Black Panther is just it's kind of stuck in a pickle. It's kind of stuck in a pickle. Unless the Flash completely fucking bombs, which that would just be completely like
See,
catastrophic.
that's the thing. You do not know with that one. You know with Kevin Feige and Black Panther 2. You think that movie gonna be bad?
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think
That
it's gonna be bad?
I don't think it'll be bad. I just don't think it'll be good either.
Especially with
right,
you got Ryan Coogler coming back now.
Yeah, it's
but
like
now,
there's a lot of
but I say
respect.
I'll give him that. But like right now with Phase 4 with Marvel, with me, it's been hit or miss. As far as the movies go, it's been hit or miss because
You
Black
right?
Widow, Black Widow was not good in my opinion. That's just
Oh
my
no,
opinion.
I didn't like that one either. I did.
Shang-Chi was fire. They should have started with that shit. And then we gotta wait for Eternals. I'm still not sold on the Eternals. A lot of people are getting hyped. Maybe when it's like November 4th or November 3rd, before the day before I go, I'll be hyped.
Have
Similar to
everybody
how,
seen Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's fire.
Do you think they can do some Dragon Ball Z?
bro, I've been saying that.
Disney,
I'm like, yo, I want a Dragon Ball Z movie so bad.
I'm
Just
telling.
after like
I
there's
was
been
just
so
saying.
many hints of it. Like even in Guardians 2, when they're sitting there, like when Star Lord and Ego are fighting and shit, like that was some Dragon Ball Z shit. I was like, bro, they keep
It was a
teasing it.
lot of it in Shang-Chi. A
To an
lot.
extent. Well, yeah, Shang-Chi did it well.
Yeah, man,
Shang-Chi did it well.
it's gonna be interesting future. I think 2022 is gonna be it's gonna be a legendary year for just everything. Just starting the year, well, ending the year off for Cobra Kai season 4, starting the new year with Attack on Titan season 4 part 2. Then we get the Batman and it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be so much content. I
The
want to
Oh,
be
can I
episode.
ask everybody something here right quick?
go ahead.
Y'all watch the CW shows as far as the DC ones? Okay, I don't watch them either, so I was wanting to ask, should I check them out?
If
I
you
would
do, check
say
out Stargirl and Superman and Lois.
yeah, that's all.
Okay,
If you're gonna watch the CW specific stuff, just watch those two because I don't trust CW like that. But
I heard about Superman and Lois.
Stargirl and Superman and Lois. I don't
Yeah, that
trust them.
was those are the only two I can really like recommend until they can really get their shit together. Because I guarantee you that was the original plan to have Stargirl and like Superman and Lois be HBO Max originals, which that would have been 10 times better.
Because if you think about
But
it, they're already on HBO Max. Notice how the other
mhm,
CW shows aren't on HBO Max, but Superman
yeah,
and Lois and Stargirl are on HBO Max right now. I think there was
yeah,
something worked out to where HBO Max was supposed to do those shows.
because they couldn't survive with just the Flash. They needed some other things. They couldn't survive with just the Flash, and that's already dying out and stuff. But they still got Doom Patrol. That's still that's to me, in my opinion, the best DC show of them all. Period. Like, just love it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had set up for this show. I wasn't gonna go too long. Um, any final thoughts on anything that we've talked about?
Well, I'll say this about DC fandom. Killmonger, he said it, and I would just want to say it again. DC fandom, they have to figure out the right schedule, how to crunch it down, not drag it out too long. Because, yeah, it's good seeing a lot of content and stuff. That's cool and all, but you just have to find a way to make it more entertaining. Like, for example, if you're gonna have a bunch of people trying to be funny and stuff, just get people that are actually funny or write better script. Because all those people that are doing the like the Flula dude and that lady who was on the the Batwoman panel, I think, give them better scripts if you're gonna have them start doing jokes and try to be funny and keep everybody upbeat. And also, they need to pick or choose with these panels for each of these like movies and stuff. Like Patty Jenkins had a panel, not saying it sucked, but Aquaman didn't have a panel, Flash didn't have a panel, Black Adam kind of had a panel. No, it really didn't have a panel. But it's weird that only two movies have panels, the Batman and Wonder Woman 3, but they didn't show Wonder Woman 3, like a trailer, nothing. It's either you have to do a panel for all of them or not. James Gunn got a panel. But like I think they should pick and choose when they're gonna do panels and not. Because you can have James Gunn taking this long panel, having us get to know the cast, taking up so much time, and he knows we want to see the teaser, and then we get to this next thing where it's just a trailer and they move on to the next thing. It's like it got to be consistent. Do panel
and also they should
and trailer.
They should also just like they should also start just streaming that shit also on HBO Max as well too. That's just
yeah.
I don't know why you have all those subscribers. Not saying like you put a paywall behind it, but like
they release it after to HBO Max, like clips and stuff, like Killmonger said earlier. But I agree with you; they should stream it on HBO Max.
Right, that's just like a little bit more exposure and stuff because some people don't know where to find certain things, even though you just go on YouTube and what I'm saying. But
it's on the Warner Brothers channel, it's on DC's channel, and every other one.
Just make it as accessible as possible and stuff and whatnot. But yeah, man. So that's pretty much all I got.
Could I add one bonus last topic with
go ahead.
With a rumor that is not news, but World War Hulk is supposed to come out, and that might be announced on Disney Plus Day.
Too late.
Too late. You don't think that the Universal thing, like, it doesn't matter anymore?
And there's two ways you can do it. There's two ways they can do it, Killmonger.
Hold on, because this is what I would have done, right? I'd have been excited for that if we got a moment in Endgame where Hulk puts hands on Thanos, but we didn't get that. The last time we remembered
the makeup moment for that though.
Yeah, but nah, it's too late. We're gonna have to wait 4 or 5 years for that. No, you should have done that shit. Because the last thing we remember from the Hulk is him getting his ass folded by Thanos, and you want us to get excited for a World War Hulk? Come on, man. It's just I'll wait for more information, but it doesn't excite me just because of this version of Hulk. It's not like it's not menacing or anything like that. I don't see it's not going to be World War Hulk because we see what they did with Ragnarok.
It's the multiverse now.
Yeah, there was nothing Ragnarok about that shit. Like they completely like even though Surtur and stuff like that like destroyed Asgard and stuff.
In that story too.
Yeah, it was half-assed in my opinion. I feel like that should have been super dark. Motherfuckers should have been dying left and right. Some real Ragnarok shit, just like dark, depressing, all that shit. But I'm not too hyped about it. But what about y'all?
2 hours is enough to make a Hulk character, change. Plus, in the Shang-Chi movie, Banner was outside of his green Hulk body, so maybe we'll find out why in this rumored World War Hulk film.
I think. Well, as far there's two ways you can do it. One way to do it is to use the multiverse idea. Let it be a one-off trilogy in the multiverse. You can have Mark Ruffalo still play the Hulk, but it can be a variant version of it. It can be World War Hulk. You don't have to try and set it up with Planet Hulk. Be a trilogy where Hulk is the villain. You have the heroes there, Iron Man and all that, and you don't even have to cast Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
variants, right? Loki proves it. You can get up and coming actors off the street, give them a chance to show themselves, put this on their resume, like, yo, I played Iron Man in this World War Hulk movie, and they get it'll be a great way to get new people jobs, and mind you, it can be a black Tony Stark for all we know because there's variants. It don't have to be exactly. It doesn't have to look exactly like Robert Downey Jr. because you can have Ghost Rider in it, Blade, because there's a lot of characters in that World War Hulk story. And you can throw some of the X-Men and stuff in there. You don't have to be the main X-Men actors we get for the main MCU timeline too. Another way they can do it, you have Hulk and Banner split. And we seen hints of it in Infinity War when the Ancient One pushed Bruce Banner out of Hulk's body and separated the two. You know, she separated Bruce's soul and mind and stuff from the Hulk body. So Hulk had the body, he was knocked unconscious, but Bruce, his body, his soul and everything was separated. So there's hints of them. I believe they can do it. And, you know, hopefully they do separate them, because then we'll get back to Savage Hulk. Because Hulk without Bruce is Savage Hulk. So I think that's the best way to do it. Separate them.
And as far as World War Hulk, that is where his family is dead, right? And he come back and just kill everybody, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I thought. And I'm
that's
glad
interesting. I would want to see that.
Yeah, and I'm glad Keyshawn brought that up, because that's the thing too. They already got this is the reason why I'm kind of iffy on it, because they got rid of Planet Hulk. They did it in Thor Ragnarok, and they can't try to do the same movie again where he's a gladiator on another planet. It's like already seen this in Ragnarok. How you a gladiator?
Ain't that where the multiverse can come in?
It can, but you. Well,
I would have loved to see a different Hulk. Don't give me Mark Ruffalo. Just give me a whole different Hulk.
I mean, I'm fine with that too. Mind you, I'm fine with that. Like, you can use the multiverse, use this opportunity. But as far as the main MCU timeline, World War Hulk doesn't work for me, because they had the chance to do it.
The motivation of the Hulk will have to be different than they threw him in another planet, the ship exploded, and it killed his family that he made. It would have to be another universe's Hulk, and that's the World Breaker Hulk. And he finds out something happened to him in Multiverse of Madness, and now he comes over to our Earth, and there's this World Breaker Hulk. Let's beat him.
You probably just told what they gonna do.
I hope so. I mean, we're not even gonna know, even if they do announce it on Disney Plus Day. We're not gonna know that much. They'll just put the title up, and we'll be like, "Oh, I read that comic."
Word.
Whoever was that leaked that, you couldn't just wait 3 more weeks. Come on, man.
Right.
Someone needs to be fired.
Because he kind of got and that's also another thing too, man. Whoever after phase 3, and this is me, like, I stopped caring about spoilers from these like Marvel movies, so I'm gonna get excited hearing these spoilers and stuff. If I didn't get those No Way Home spoilers about Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield coming back, Dr. Octopus, all them people, that made me even more excited. I don't even.
Can I ask something
now at this point?
Are y'all really excited about seeing Andrew Garfield or just Tobey Maguire?
Both. I'm excited just to see my boy Tommy, and he's gonna show everybody why he's the GOAT.
Who?
Oh, come on, Purp.
Yes, he's the GOAT.
Man,
Tommy the GOAT.
One thing I do want to say about DC fandom, as far as the shows, especially Peacemaker, if they gonna do shows, they definitely got to get the quality right. If you're gonna do anything competing with Disney, especially when it comes to the quality, the look of the shows.
That's true.
Low-key them out here looking like movies as far as shows.
Yeah, but to me, like for me right now, how I feel about the Marvel Disney Plus shows, they're like big budgeted CW shows for me.
So you don't like
it's the thing about
I don't agree with that. I can't.
Like with the MCU shows, they look great, they look phenomenal, but for me, I'm having issues with the writing. Like compared to the movies, to the shows, like most of the MCU movies have better writing than these shows and stuff, and these shows have longer time to tell their story compared to a movie. And I'm not really like, so far Falcon Winter Soldier is the best MCU show for me.
I agree with that. That's the best one.
The best one for me.
That's
like,
definitely
writing wise. It's I was the most engaged. I like 5 episodes. There's like one episode where like I'm kind of iffy.
Yeah, like
5 episodes is like a banger in that show for me. Compared to WandaVision and Loki, I like 3 episodes of Loki, and there's 3 episodes I hate. For WandaVision, there's 3 episodes I don't care about that is useless. And like,
but that's why I said like they're only getting like award nods and stuff because of the brand recognition. It's not like because it's favoritism, because you can't tell me that something like WandaVision can get nominated, but something like Doom Patrol can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Doom Patrol, all them actors just killing it. Like Brandon Fraser be killing it. He deserves to get some nominations. You got Diane Guerrero. She plays like 50 different people at once. You know what I'm saying?
And you know the thing about Falcon and Winter Soldier, it's the most grounded show, and it's the less show with the less spectacle. It don't have all the Flash or whatnot.
Right.
I mean, low-key, WandaVision had the most spectacle.
Definitely WandaVision. That last episode was just
flying in a hex.
yes, flying in the skirt and everything. Like, yeah.
But I feel like over time,
I
like
don't know. I
feel like
don't think these really had like any big spectacle yet for me. Compared to
feel
like
like
MC movies, like Shang-Chi had more spectacle to me than like WandaVision.
You don't think Loki did that last episode of Loki?
I mean, seeing them introduce the actual main villain that's going to be a villain in these main movies show up shocked me because I was like, oh, they really did it. Because coming off WandaVision, I'm not saying I thought Mephisto was going to come. I didn't think no Mephisto was coming, but like that WandaVision finale didn't show me nothing new. But that Loki finale surprised me. It was like, okay, they are not fucking around. They just showed the main villain for the upcoming movies. That's
but what about the Evan Peterson cameo?
Actor.
No, but
that was terrible.
That Peter cameo was wasted. That was bad.
I can see why K-Dot's saying the Kang the Conqueror appearing is like a wake-up moment. Like, oh, okay, these are top-notch shows. I already gave them that credit.
Set up the multiverse too. You wouldn't think the show would have done that. You would have thought of
I believed it when Feige was talking about Disney Plus, even before our first WandaVision show. I'm like, okay, cool. The MCU now does series also, and I considered it just as meaningful. But I guess that was the moment for you guys, huh? Kang the Conqueror showing up. Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of like the highlight, I guess, for Loki. Like for me, Loki didn't need to be 6 episodes. They could have done that shit in like a whole movie. But I feel like just with like I want to see what Hawkeye, because Hawkeye for some odd reason that trailer, maybe it was the Christmas music. I'm a sucker for Christmas music. I feel like there's something about that grabs my attention compared to the other ones.
I actually didn't like that because of this.
Same.
That's what's crazy. It's like the complete like polar opposite when it comes out with certain things. Like I like the concept of WandaVision. I think the execution could have been much better. Falcon Winter Soldier, solid. Kind of fell off at the last couple episodes a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But still solid. Loki was just boring as all hell. That wasn't Loki to me. They just really fucked up Loki's character with that shit with me, bro. Because it's like if that was Ragnarok Loki, I would have gave that show a pass. I'd be like, all right, that makes sense for that character, that version of Loki to do that. But that's 2012 Loki. Doesn't make sense to me. Does not make sense to me. But what if? That's probably like the worst one for me. Just don't like that show.
I didn't give it a chance. Honestly.
Yeah, I just didn't like the animation for me. I just can't get over that shit. But other than that, like we'll just see what Moon Knight's hitting for. I think Moon Knight's gonna be interesting.
Can hopefully I say I think What If got exactly the right amount of time on this show. But yeah, Moon Knight.
So what? Next year is what? Miss Marvel.
In January, I think.
Yeah, Miss Marvel. Don't really care for that. Marvel. We'll see. We'll see what it's.
You have to pronounce it Ms., not Miss.
Oh, fucking pronouns and shit.
It is a pronoun, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a movie or a Disney Plus show.
Disney Plus. Okay. So then we got She-Hulk. She-Hulk, I feel like she'll get more respect on her character than Bruce Banner, which would be a fucking shame.
She definitely will. She about to be. She's gonna beat Hulk's ass.
Moon Knight, Moon Knight, and then I don't know what else is coming. Is it Armor Wars coming next, or
I thought Secret Invasion was coming.
Yeah, Secret Invasion is probably coming next. Maybe Secret Invasion is the one that like goes into the next Avengers movie, or is a piece that goes into it, because I think it's going to be multiple films that kind of go into the next Avengers and stuff, like how you were saying. Like
at the end of Secret Invasion in comic books, Norman Osborn gets to run his own Shield like team of Avengers. So whatever happens in No Way Home may impact Secret Invasion.
So I must be out of it, but not out of it, but out of the loop of things. So Shield is completely gone, right?
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
turned into sword,
they
right?
rebranded. They rebranded
Yeah.
because they're sword now.
We
They
don't.
rebranded.
Did they show in what's the face WandaVision who was it like the head dude in charge at sword?
I
No.
think it's still Nick Fury because as we see in the end of Captain Marvel, he's in a different division in the space
Hmm.
division of sword and stuff.
I
I think
I
he's
was
still
just gonna
overseeing everything, but he's just doing bigger things now. Like he's in
yeah I
space,
was
like
just
he's
gonna
got
say
bigger
I was just gonna
missions.
say what Chillmonger just said, like who's to say Norman Osborn isn't running like a division of sword or something like that, or you know I feel
Could
like
be.
the way that they're going to introduce Norman Osborn is that he's already been in this universe, but like he's just been building up stuff like behind the scenes, and that's how they're going to introduce him.
You
I can
don't
see
think
that.
that's gonna be in Sony though?
No, I
Yeah.
feel,
Who knows?
I honestly,
Legally,
Purp,
they
I
would
think
Yeah,
have
he
to
that's
sign
what
might
I'm
that
get
off.
saying
sent to the
legally.
Sonyverse. I
I
think he
think
might
what's
get
going to
sent to the
happen.
Sonyverse.
I think what's going to end up happening in the future is we're going to start seeing more of this for Marvel, like so they can use certain things that they don't have ownership, but like they're going to continue. I guess I could see them continuing their partnership with Sony just
I
so
feel
they
like
can
they
kind
about
of
to get away from Sony for a little bit, probably
yeah
like a
yeah yeah
couple
yeah
years right now.
yeah, but
After No
then
Way
they'll
Home.
probably re up sometime like probably like 5 years from now or something like that and do another deal and get Spider Man into Secret Wars or something like that.
Yeah. Do you think
But
Blade is gonna show up before his movie, Doctor Strange?
Oh yeah, probably there. Yeah.
Yeah, probably
I was
makes
thinking
sense
that.
for
oh,
him to show up in Multiverse of Madness. That's when the multiverse start going crazy. Probably
Yeah,
where Blade may show
I
up, make
think
a cameo.
I think what will happen is they'll just name drop vampires. Like
they
Doctor
already
Strange
did
will be
that.
like,
Loki.
yeah, right, yep. Or Doctor Strange will probably make mention there's like vampire hunters out there, or just this, that, and the third, and all these different. He'll probably just break down certain things to Peter and stuff like, or something like
Well,
that. Or,
I think Doctor Strange, like we'll probably see more characters like Blade and Doctor Strange working together in the future, since they both work in the supernatural. So we'll probably see
Yeah.
them working together more in the future
mm,
together, doing team ups, working together. I hope we do get to
Yeah.
see that because it makes sense for them to link up.
I definitely want to see that.
The announcement of we got Mahershala Ali, he's gonna be our Blade so early. It's like you wouldn't do that unless you had something for him. Like Riri Williams, they announced her and she's gonna have her Ironheart show years from now. But then she's in MIT from those leaked photos. She's gonna be in the Black Panther film. So it's like they wouldn't have done the Blade announcement if he wasn't gonna show up sooner than 5 years from when they actually did the announcement.
mm.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking Doctor Strange.
That's interesting, man. Like, there's a lot of interesting things going on both sides of this, like with the MCU and DC and things in between that, like the stuff that isn't like Marvel or DC, but it's comic book related.
Hey,
Uh,
they're not playing next year. Everybody want $1 billion movies. Everybody want to make $1 billion next year.
when I was looking at this DC slate, like
Everybody
if
going.
this whole pandemic shit wasn't going on, every single one of them would have probably definitely hit 1 billion. Like
Even
Batman's definitely,
Venom.
yeah,
Venom Let
they,
There Be Carnage is sitting right now at 280,000 million. That first movie didn't it make 800 million? Am I wrong?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're
That's
suffering
crazy.
for this. This pandemic is ruining everybody. But then something tells me that Spider-Man No Way Home is going to be the one that just says, "No, we don't care. It'll pass." Fast and Furious has the record for
Yeah,
2021.
it seems like as time goes on, more and more people are going to the theaters. Like I've definitely noticed that like it's damn near packed all the time. I'm going there. Like people are
Especially with
showing up.
Halloween Kills, being that it was playing on Peacock too.
Right,
People
right.
definitely went to the movies to see that.
So it's gonna be interesting because I'm pretty sure when the Eternals comes out that like it's starting to gain more buzz as it's getting closer. A lot more people are getting excited about it and stuff. Um, I'm still on the fence about it just because they ain't really show nothing to me that just like wowed me. Like it's cool that it's like these are I guess you could call them like godlike beings or godlike uh characters. So that's cool that we're kind of stepping into that realm, but I don't know. We'll see. I hope that it surprises me and stuff. It like has that Shang-Chi effect. Because
Same
that
here.
Shang-Chi was just that was a surprise for me. And I know it's not like everybody's cup of tea, or it just didn't. Some people might not have seen it the way I see it, but it's just that's a special movie. I think over time people will appreciate that more. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode of the Perp Show. I'm gonna just let everybody, you know, give their outros, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming next. Kayshawn, let's start with you.
Well, I'm doing a new episode of Uncut Ish Talk tomorrow night, 9 p.m. live. Like I said, we're going to be getting into some new hip-hop. I'll be doing a recap of Halloween Kills. Let's go. You can check me out Sunday on my BMF series review.
What's the name of your channel? They can find you.
Low Key Cave.
Where? Okay. Chillmonger,
Just
Mr. Disney
subscribe.
Plus himself. Mr.
Just
Disney Plus
subscribe.
himself.
Yeah. Check out the Low Key Cave. Check out Chillmonger. I don't know what I'm doing next. I'll probably
It's
do an
another
X-Men.
33. Another 33. You got another one?
Oh yeah, I do those every Saturday. That's right. I'll do that on Saturday, 1:00 Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon. Check it out. You're all invited, by the way. Kayshawn,
Word.
Purp, K-Dot.
Definitely subscribe and check out y'all. Definitely.
K-Dot, what you got coming, bro?
Actually, in an hour or so. Well, yeah, in an hour, I'm gonna do a Dune spoiler talk. This video recorded will be up tomorrow, but the spoiler talk won't be done. But I got my Dune spoiler talk coming. I have a movie review of a Donnie Yen film, and also if I finish it up this weekend, hopefully by Monday, that Squid Game review. That show so far is, I
Well,
think,
how
it's gonna
far
be
are you
great.
in it?
I'm third episode in. This show is
Oh
interesting.
man,
Down
you're
to
not.
dialogue, the way it's man, Koreans know how to. Asian people know how to direct the show and
speaking
make the show
speaking of which,
important,
speaking
bro.
of which, Netflix been killing it with the foreign shit. Check out My Name. It's like it's kind of like a revenge type of story, but
I just that
just
showed
go
up on
check it
my
out.
feed today. I just seen it
Yeah,
on my feed
just go check
today.
that out. That's fire. Put it this way: if you like the martial arts movies, like or them action movies like The Raid and stuff like that, it's the fight scenes is it's pretty damn. It's up there. It's up there. It's entertaining as hell. Really, really solid story so far. I'm curious to see if it's gonna get season 2. Hopefully, but it's dope to see that type of content getting uh getting the love that it is, because it goes to show you that's why I've been saying, like, ever since I started my channel, it's like there's so much shit out there that a lot of people don't know. It's bigger than just Marvel and DC and Game of Thrones and stuff like that. There's so much content out there to just being ready to consume, and so many dope stories that, why rob yourself of it, man? Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, um I will see y'all in December for the Perp Show Awards. That'll be the next time y'all see me. I will make sure it's live. It's not gonna be pre-recorded. Got a bunch of other content coming. Might do just like other kind of type of live streams or something like that in between time. I'm thinking about it, or just seeing how I can maneuver. But anyways, I will see y'all in the next time.
I
Peace.
just wanted to say, man,
Oh, go
Purp,
ahead.
K-Dot, and Chillmonger, I appreciate y'all letting me come through and holler at y'all, bro.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Cause like, I always like to kind of give back to smaller channels. You know what I'm saying? Like put them on and stuff like that. Cause like, when I see a lot of people, like there's a lot of like smaller channels got so much potential. It's just like they just need that push, and it's just I hope that everybody that's watching this goes to subscribe. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Show that love. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, I
I
appreciate that
appreciate.
too. But honestly, I like coming through and just having this conversation with y'all because ain't too
Right.
many people that talk about DC or Marvel comics, movies or whatnot that I know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We'll definitely chop it up again. in the
Oh,
near
yeah.
future. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're always
yeah,
welcome on our streams. You got a place here because we talk about that stuff. We talk about pop culture here. You know, we
yeah,
talk about
man.
it all basically.
Definitely appreciate it though, for real.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because like I've known K Dot and Chillmonger for a long time. You know, especially K Dot because I've known him since 2018, which it sounds so like long ago. It really does feel like
Oh, it is. That's 2 years, bro.
if
For,
it felt
I
if
even forgot
two
the.
years on YouTube feel like a decade, bro. It's
Yeah,
crazy. Bro.
I feel like I've been on YouTube longer than 2018. You know, it's when I started. I had to do research on when did I drop my first video, and it was like I think March 4th. It was like March 4th when I dropped my first video. I had to do research, and I was like, dang, when I dropped my first video, I went back like, dang, I dropped my first video then. Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Mine's was back in 2017, August 20th.
We
Yeah.
all
So
remember. I'm
yeah,
January 8th, 2019.
I
yeah.
don't
That's
remember.
crazy. Oh,
I don't remember.
hey man, it's
Cause
all
bro, to
good
be
though.
honest, I was doing like rap videos. I mean, not rap videos, but freestyles, man. So I don't remember.
I want to
Whoa.
say, yo, real shit. Your shit's dope though. Your shit's fire. I
Appreciate it,
like
bro.
I, I like the flow, your flow and everything. It's nice. It's nice. Yeah, I want to definitely hear
And
more in
no,
the
I'm not
future.
trying to be a rapper no more. I do it for fun.
Nah, hey, right. Yeah. It's all good. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you're doing for the rest of the month, wherever you're at. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Deuces.